I think 2014 is going to be all about customization and food preparation. Smaller menus, more options, and more chains putting the food up front.
Probably one of the biggest stories is the fact that China is now number 3 in the global market for luxury goods.
We expect the year 2014 to be the year of internet retailing. Internet retailing is the channel that grows the fastest in percentage terms, but it's also the channel that attributes the most growth in actual sales.
Unlike most industry where US is seen as a mature and saturated market, for eyewear the region has shown strong growth in 2013, and this is expected to continue in the forecast period.
The highest growth among B2B industries is forecasted for mining of energy materials, machinery, and business services industries.
The travel industry is riding a wave of change, and technology is a key driver of this.
Sales of apparel and footwear through internet retailing have actually almost reached half of those through department stores.
In 2014, I'll be watching the impact of the Fed taper on the global economy, and particularly on emerging markets.
So future of home care in 2014 is without a doubt greater influence of sustainability, especially in laundry care.
Now that incandescent bulbs have been phased out in the European Union, I am interested to see the impact LED bulbs will have in the market in 2014.
Innovation will be the key trend for alcoholic drinks in 2014. Despite economic uncertainty, and there's still been a high demand for premium products, manufacturers will continue to tap in to this.
The most interesting trend in global consumer finance in 2014 will be the continued incursion on the traditional payment structure by emerging technologies and players.
My top trend for 2014 in terms of digitalization would be the expansion of the mobile device as a tool for payments, multimedia and work projects.
We have just seen the new generation of the game consoles, namely Xbox One and PS4. This is the first time we saw 2 game consoles being launched very close to each other. The new launches will have a big impact on toys and game sales in 2014.
I think 2014 will be a year of rising income inequality, not only in emerging markets but also in developed countries.
In 2014, consumers' demand for health is definitely affecting consumer appliance growth. Among all the food preparation appliances, those extractors posted highest growth in current years as well as forecast years.
Products are becoming more functional and all-in-one, and BB and CC creams are leading this trend and epitomising it. In the packaging industry, we're looking forward to a good, strong year in 2014 with retail demand for packaging materials to rise by a solid 2%.
So one of the big food trends that we're expecting to see in 2014 is really the impact of the war on waste. Now what that means for retailers and manufacturers is consumers thinking twice about bulk purchases or buy one get one free offers.
Without a doubt, the slackening of the one-child policy in China will lead to further even more rapid growth, probably towards the end of 2014 in the nappies diapers category.
Many countries are set to see a decrease in their unemployment rates, and this is likely to be positive for consumer goods companies.
The new meaning of health is now worth $207 billion in 2013, meaning that consumers are taking a more proactive approach to their health.
We expect another difficult year for the tobacco industry in 2014 as choppy economic waters, regulation and tax increases, particularly in Europe, drive down volumes.
In 2014, consumers in markets around the world have the best of intentions with regard to saving and spending responsibly. However, there are a few categories that are fairly likely to encourage consumers to spend more than they want to. Those categories are travel and technology.
In December 2013, the Chinese government held its first urbanization conference, which really highlights the fact that the government is trying to focus on urbanization as a major government policy going forward.
The biggest health and wellness trend for 2014 will have to be weight management through upscaling natural ingredients, especially with the likes of stevia and proteins.
I think in 2014 we're going to see a continuation of the process where the conversation is passing from the largest soft drinks companies and the consumer and more towards taking place between the retailer and the consumer.
Emerging markets will be very interesting to watch in 2014.
as they transition from export-led to consumption growth.
Global personal accessories in 2013 was somewhat subdued due to macroeconomic concerns. However, three categories, real jewelry, analog watches and luggages, continue to be star performers within accessories.
2014 will be a really exciting time for ingredients. Innovation is so important for ingredient companies, and one that hits the right notes in terms of being natural and sustainable is the new algal flour from Roquette.
One of the biggest trends for 2014 in pet care will be increasing segmentation, particularly functional and grain-free products.
Manufacturers banking on wearable electronics will be a bit disappointed as sales is only expected to hit 26 million units in 2014. Smartphone remains the key driver, with sales exceeding 1 billion units.
In 2014, we're going to see the global economy become more balanced, with growth being driven by both developed and developing economies. But issues such as chronic youth unemployment, widening current account deficits and weak currencies will create downside risks.